One of the more insidious aspects of a narcissist is their disdain they feel toward the happiness of others, particularly those close to them. If you have ever been closely involved with a narcissist, you would have experienced them constantly devaluing you, isolating you from people and things that make you happy, starting drama or arguments, subjecting you through a smear campaign, and even ruining your opportunities. All their attempts can often be to destroy your happiness. Your happiness is a threat to them, unless that happiness only comes from the narcissist. To understand why they hate your happiness, it is important to first grasp the basic characteristics of their personality. Narcissists have a fragile self-esteem that is heavily dependent on external validation. They seek constant admiration and attention, often at the expense of others. This need for validation creates a deep-seated insecurity, making them highly sensitive to any perceived threats to their sense of superiority. Happiness in others, particularly in those close to the narcissist, can be perceived as such a threat. When you are happy, it means that you are deriving joy and satisfaction from sources outside of the narcissist's control. This independence is deeply unsettling for them, as it undermines their sense of control and superiority. Your happiness can signal that you have an inner strength that they cannot dominate, which can provoke feelings of envy or resentment. Envy is an emotion that tends to take over the narcissist's behaviors. They often feel envious of others' achievements, relationships, including your happiness. This envy stems from their own deep-seated insecurities and a belief that they are entitled to more than others. When they see you happy, it highlights to them the things they lack, such as genuine contentment and emotional stability. Instead of feeling happy for you, they may feel a sense of injustice or inadequacy, leading them to despise your happiness, giving them motivation to do whatever it takes to destroy your joy. This envy is often masked by disdain or criticism. For example, a narcissist may belittle your accomplishments or undermine your happiness by pointing out flaws or making you doubt your success. This behavior is a defense mechanism to protect their fragile ego. By diminishing your happiness, they attempt to elevate themselves to maintain their sense of superiority. Narcissists are notorious for their need to control others. Your happiness represents a loss of control for them, as it indicates that you are not entirely dependent on them for your emotional well-being. This independence is threatening because it reduces their ability to manipulate you. If you are happy without them, it challenges their belief that they are the center of your world. Them not being able to control you deeply offends their fragile ego. To regain control, narcissists will often engage in behaviors designed to sabotage your happiness. This can also include emotional manipulation, such as guilt-tripping, gaslighting, or creating conflict, and attempts to isolate you from other sources of happiness, such as friends, family, hobbies, or career opportunities. By doing so, they aim to reestablish themselves as the primary source of your emotional fulfillment, thereby reinforcing their control over you. Narcissists are prone to narcissistic rage, an intense, disproportionate reaction to perceived slights or threats to their ego. Your happiness can trigger this rage because it highlights their inability to control or dominate you. In response, they may lash out, often in ways that are calculated to hurt or humiliate you. This behavior is a form of punishment, designed to bring you back under their control and to reassert their dominance. For example, a narcissist might react to your happiness by starting an argument, bringing up past grievances, or making hurtful comments. This not only diminishes your joy, but also serves as a reminder of the power they hold over your emotions. By disrupting your happiness, they reinforce their role as the dominant figure in the relationship. They are deeply unhappy individuals, though they may go to great lengths to hide this from the outside world. Their inner turmoil is characterized by a constant need for validation, chronic dissatisfaction, and a deep sense of emptiness. This misery is something they project onto others, particularly those who are happy. When they see you happy, it reminds them of their own emotional deficits. Rather than confronting their issues, they project their misery onto you, attempting to bring you down to their level. This projection is a way for them to avoid facing their own unhappiness, as it allows them to externalize their pain rather than dealing with it internally. The narcissist's hatred of your happiness has profound effects on relationships. It creates an environment of emotional instability where your well-being is constantly undermined by their need to control and manipulate. Over time, this can erode your self-esteem, making you dependent on them for emotional validation, even as they continue to sabotage your happiness. In many cases, the relationship becomes a cycle of brief moments of happiness followed by periods of turmoil and conflict. The narcissist's intermittent reinforcement, alternating between affection and punishment, can create a toxic dependency where you find yourself constantly striving to regain the happiness that the narcissist continually disrupts. Always remember that they deliberately want to make you as miserable as them. They despise your happiness because it threatens their sense of control, superiority, and self-worth. Your happiness highlights their own inadequacies, which undermines their ability to manipulate and dominate you. You should not have to be punished simply for feeling joy or engaging in activities that make you happy. An individual that deliberately goes out of their way to sabotage you is an enemy, not a loved one. No matter if they are a family member, a partner, a friend, or a colleague. Going no contact is the best way to deal with a narcissist. It is inevitable for them to constantly destroy your happiness if they are in your life. But they don't only destroy your happiness, they will destroy your confidence, your peace, your relationships with others, your goals, successes, or opportunities. They will destroy everything that makes you who you are until you no longer know who you are. Narcissists will deliberately break you down until they can control you to the point of being their codependent slave or emotional punching bag. Recognizing their tactics and the underlying motivations can help you maintain your happiness and independence, even in the face of their attempts to undermine it. Ultimately, the best defense against a narcissist's hatred of your happiness is to assert your boundaries, prioritize your well-being, and seek support from those who genuinely care about your happiness and growth. If you enjoyed this video and it was helpful to you in any way, please support us by liking this video, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. This will also help the YouTube algorithm to spread these videos out to more people. By sharing this content, together we can help others. Thank you.